If you're preparing to join any beauty pageant, you came to the right video and right channel, because I'm going to share with you all my secrets and experience with my more than 10 years in beauty pageants in the fashion industry, working also as a beauty queen and also off stage as part of the organizations and also as a judge. So I have the eyes like to know exactly what they are looking for. And from this 1 decade of experience, I'm here to tell you what are the steps to prepare the best you can to win the crown. I am Barbara and welcome to my channel. So let's go. For number one, you have to prepare yourself to be the whole package. What does it mean? To be not just beautiful, but have intelligence, a beautiful heart, and a beautiful personality and attitude, right? So how you're gonna do that? You have to show them that you're the most well prepared and become the best you can physically, mentally, emotionally, and also spiritually. We're gonna talk about this. I say that spiritually and energy is the X factor to make you stand out from other people, because energy never lies, and that's so clear on stage. You have to show you're the whole package. Have beauty, brain, a beautiful heart, and beautiful attitude. And how they're gonna see that also during the confinement days of the pageant. You're gonna be in a hotel with all the different girls. They're gonna watch you during your whole day, how you behave, how you act, how you carry yourself, how you manage yourself and others in situations of stress and pressure during the pageant. So that's how they're gonna see how you truly behave on and off cameras. So always have in mind that during the confinement days, everyone is watching you. The security, the hotel staff, the members of the organization, the makeup artists, the photographers, they all talk with each other. I know that because I've been working with the organizations and we talk. We tell which ones are our favorites. We gossip with each other. Oh, this one had a bad attitude. This one did this. And we gather information, because most of candidates, they are not aware that they are being watched all the time, even from people that they sometimes don't care about. For example, the security, the bus drivers, or the staffs from the hotel. But everyone is watching you. So be true, be kind, be nice, have a positive attitude all the time, all the time. And what happened is, during the confinement days, there are many days, right? So try to keep your level of energy all the same, because what happens, many girls, they arrive like here, and during the confinement day, they start going down into energy, and the masks fall down as well. So we can see that was not really her real attitude, or you arrive and stay the same or up, or you start like a little bit like chill, observing, and then you just grow during the pageant. So that's called having a strategy, right? During the confinement days, you need to have strategy, how to behave. So one of the key things is to keep up your level of energy, or keep the same. Don't arrive here and go down. So when you arrive during the confinement days, observe a lot. Observe how they behave, who is who are the people connected to the organization, who are the staffs. So have an overall vision, so you know exactly where you have to go, what to do, who you have to approach, where are the cameras. I always say, don't wait for the photographers or videographers to get to you, but be you approaching them for videos, for photos. Show that you are open, right? Because most of the times they're also shy to ask you, or they think they're gonna bother her or you, and they don't want to bother, right? So have the initiative to go after it, to give interviews, to make photo shoots, to take photos with other candidates. So this is going to show that you have leadership qualities, that you have initiative. And I always say, a beauty queen, she's there to serve, not to be served. So the best, and she's a leader, right? So the best thing you can do is to read books about leadership, acquiring qualities of a leader, right? A good leader is a good in communication, in literally leading, taking the first step, watching, having vision, right? Seeing when someone needs help without anyone saying anything, to know ahead what they have to do to help the organization to fulfill their goals, right? So have in mind that being a beauty queen is not just winning a crown, or all the imaginary things, to be a princess or a queen, but she's there to work and to serve, and acquiring leadership qualities, having balance, and managing yourself and other people are one of the key things. So read about leadership. What are leadership qualities? So many of the times you already have a lot of leadership qualities, but which ones more you can improve or you can acquire. Have in mind, to be a beauty queen is a leader, and all these qualities will help you not just in the beauty pageant industry, but in every area of your life, in your personal life, in your work, in your future relationships with your friends. All these will affect leadership qualities. I think it should be basic for every human being in society. This will help so much literally in all the areas of your life. So I always say that preparing for a beauty pageant is not preparing for a competition, but preparing yourself for life, or to act in life in the best way you can. Besides leadership qualities, another thing that you have to focus a lot during your preparation is communication. Verbal communication, body language, and face expression, all of these, because even we communicate a lot even without saying any word, through our clothes, our body posture, our face expression, our eye contact. So you have to master this kind of body language, physical language, face expression, and the content of what you are saying. So there are some things that are expected for a beauty queen: to be elegant, to be well dressed. So do your research about clothing, about how you can do your hair, how you can do your makeup, because all of this communicates before you even say any word. And of course, queen, we have this imaginary that she's approachable, friendly, she's gonna be an ambassador of diversity in the world, right? So how you're gonna embrace and show the world that you're welcoming to all the diversity, to all the different sorts of people all over the planet, and you're gonna be representing women in the best essence of the femininity. Communication is one of the things that they are key. I highly advise you to go for public speaking classes, or a coach for public speaking directly for beauty pageants, because there are different topics, certain ways to speak that is directly tied to the beauty pageant and the beauty queen role. So be a master in communication, and one of the best ways to be a master in communication is know what you're talking about. So knowledge and experience will make you very confident when do public speaking. And do you know what is the number one fear in the whole world? More than dying, it's public speaking. This is the number one fear. What we don't realize that we've been doing public speaking our whole lives. When we are by ourselves, we don't need to talk. We just need to talk when we were really in public with other people in school, with our job, and the university. So we've been doing public speaking the whole time, but we just don't realize. So when you take the public speaking classes, basically you're gonna do what you've been doing your whole life, but in a better way and more amplified. Instead of talking to maybe 30, 50, 10, 5 people, you're gonna be talking, creating this ability to talk with 100, 300, 1,000 people. Sometimes if you're on stage, on a theater, right? So it's sharpening these skills that we already use every day without realizing. We have a body language, we have our face expression, we have something to say, but we just don't realize that. So the next step is acquire knowledge and study, because we can just talk about what we know. When we know about something, we feel more confident and we don't go with the our brain looking for information that we basically don't have. So I always say, you don't have to know deep about everything, but you have to know a little bit of everything. And in the beauty pageant nowadays, for example, you have to know a little bit about the environment, leadership, female empowerment, feminism. These are some topics that they've been very much usual in the pageant. So you have to know a little bit about everything, but you don't have to go that deep. For example, I don't know everything about the environment, but one thing that I know a lot with property is about the Amazon, because my father's from the Amazon. I've been there so many times. We do social projects there. So whenever someone asks me about the environment, I can be so general, but I always bring to my reality and my own knowledge. So I mentioned something about the Amazon, any knowledge that I acquired there, or any experience that I had there in the Amazon. So basically we have a little bit to talk about any topic, but based in our lives. And when we talk about something that we know, or something from our life experience, no one can take that away from us or tell that we were wrong, because it's our truth, right? So whatever is the subject that they are talking about, bring to your reality, to your own experience, to your own knowledge about one thing that you know very well, and bring to your reality, right? So this is one of the skills that you can have to communicate in a very efficient way, is to have knowledge, know what you're talking about. So study study about different subjects, do your research, because you have to have brain, you have to have content. This is what's gonna make you stand out from other girls and make you talk in a confident way. There's no other way. There's no shortcut for confidence. Confidence for whatever you're gonna do, even if it's for catwalk, you become confident when you train a lot and then you gain experience. If you don't feel confident in whatever area in your life, it means or you don't have experience enough or you don't have knowledge enough. And we can fix both things: training and studying and practicing. Repeating, training will be your best friend, because this is gonna create your muscle memories and you're gonna be really imprinting all that knowledge in your body and in your mind. So in order to feel confident, because nowadays, and this is one of the key things also to win, you have to be confident. And confidence is not just saying to yourself, I am confident, and you don't have anything to offer, right? So to be confident is basically gaining knowledge or experience into something. We just feel not confident when we don't know what we're gonna do, or when we don't know what's gonna happen, or we are not that sure because we didn't prepare our best. So most of your confidence will come from your training, your experience, your own knowledge, and your own practice and your preparation. So many times you're not going to trust yourself, but you're going to trust your preparation. So one of the key things to win any beauty pageant is to prepare the best you can and train as much as you can. All of the winners, all of the beauty queens that they were winners, they had a lot of experience. They had a lot of sometimes fallbacks, like they joined, like for example, Pia Wurtzbeck or Catriona Gray, that she's like a big inspiration. She went to Miss World, she went to many beauty pageants, they trained in the booth camp many times until they achieved success, right? So are you practicing enough? You have to put the work in order to be a winner. And when we're talking about preparation and training, catwalk training is one of the things also that you have to invest a lot and know the different kinds of catwalk, because the catwalk is different when we are just basically like walking with our posture, when we are doing the catwalk for the evening gown, for the bikini swimwear. Nowadays we're having also sportswear, and when we are doing also the national costume, right? So I'm going to talk a little bit about these styles. The evening gown, it's more is lower, more elegant. The face expression are more like minimal and more seductive. When you come from the swimwear, you have a lot of swing with your hips. You can even interact with the audience, a lot of smile, face expression, look into the side, so it's more dynamic. And it's the same with sportswear. Sportswear also, it's nice because most of the time you're doing with sneakers. There's no high heels on it, so you can be more dynamic on stage as well. And when it comes to the national costume, I think it's amazing and one of the moments that people like the most, because it's very theatrical, right? So you can be very creative, use the tools and the props that you have. Sometimes there is a headpiece, sometimes something that you hold in your hands, sometimes you have wings or very big pieces. So you can work with that, with the movement. So tell a story, really take your time to rehearse that and be very theatrical. When it comes to the national costume, is the time for you to show your creativity, and also one of the times when the audience is expecting the most, because it's very much like out of the box. So it's more dynamic and creative, and they love to see that. Another thing for you to prepare for any beauty pageant is to know how to take care of yourself. What that means: know how to dress up, know how to do your hair, and know how to do your own makeup. And during the pageants, we don't have too much time. People think that beauty queens has all the time in the world, and I swear not, we don't. Every day during the confinement days is on a rush. You sleep very late, you wake up very early, you have to do your hair and makeup, so you have to train how to do different hairs, up, down, with curls, straight. I always like to go for neutral makeups, because it can fit and you can keep them from the whole day, even if you have like smoky brown eyes, something like neutral, because you can fit that to any clothes or any sort of environment or activity that you have during the days. And also like practical hairs that you can change quickly from one style to another, or even if you don't have time to wash your hair from one day to the other. So you have to have notions of hair and makeup and how to do that yourself in a very quick and smart way. And the best way to do that is practicing. right? So nowadays I can do my own hair and makeup in 10-15 minutes and I'm done, good to go. But that came with the time and experience, and I know exactly what to do and what not to do, and how can I do the best I can in a short amount of time. Because many times also you will not have a hairdresser or makeup artist. That's another mistake. People think that we have hairdressers and makeup artists all the time. Many times don't, right? Because you are going for different events here and there. So know how to do your own hair and makeup in a very quick way and very smart, and look your best. When it comes to outfits, we have to keep in mind that we are going to different environments. We are dealing sometimes with authorities, governmental people, going for orphanages, working with kids. So all sorts of people are watching us. So we have to be elegant. Choose outfits that's gonna make us stand out so look for inspirations, right? So when you are preparing, look for inspirations. Who are the queens, previous beauty queens that inspire you in the way they move, they talk, how they prepared, and use them as inspirations for your preparation, right? How did they dress? What is the best that I can dress up to? So I always say we are doing all these things already. We are doing our hair, makeup, choosing our clothes, communicating. But when you're preparing for the pageants, you ask yourself, how can I do it better? How can I communicate better? How can I dress better? How can I do my makeup better? How can I do a better hair? During your preparation, you can keep in your mind, you can always get better. I see the girls changing so much when they started and when they finished the pageant, how they prepared, even like for the official photo shoots as beauty queens. Sometimes the first shoot is not the best, but the second comes out like, wow. So you can always evolve. So keep in mind during your preparation to ask yourself, how can I do better? How can I evolve? And practice as much as you can. I'm sure this is gonna pay off. All your hard work and train, get coaches to help you prepare. Because also what I say is that we don't get the things that we want alone. We do great part of it, but we need people to help us as well. So it can be a friend, a coach, a training, anyone, but look for help too, and to gain knowledge in certain areas that you don't know yet. Because as I said, if you think you're not good at something, you're not good yet, but everything, exactly every skill can be learned and improved. I hope that now by the end of this video you learn some things about how to prepare for any beauty pageant, and watch the next videos because they also I'm gonna talk about exactly what you need to win, right? So thank you so much for watching this video until now.